Let me teach you a really important economic lesson that I had to wait until I was 55 years old to learn. And it comes down to trade. So let's do a hypothetical trade between Alice and Bob. Now they both start off with $100, but Alice has also 100 apples. Bob has 100 bananas. Now they both love apples and bananas, but let's just assume that's really all they have for the entire month. Now, neither of them wants to just eat only apples or only bananas. They both would like a little bit of each. And so they do some trading. Now, each apple and each banana is worth $1. And so they trade. And they decide, well, how much do I want? Well, Alice, she's a petite female, so she doesn't need all that much. So she sells some of her apples and she buys some of Bob's bananas. And Bob, being a large male, he wants a little bit more. So he buys a number of her apples. So in the end, let's say Alice has 30 apples and 40 bananas. But Bob, he needed more food, so he had 70 apples and 60 bananas. As a result, Alice ended up with $130 and Bob ended up with $70. Now they both traded a quality product for a fair price, and they got what was, in both of their estimations, a much better scenario. Now, would Bob be upset, or correct in being upset, if he said there was a trade deficit? He would say, she got more money than me, but he got more product. And in fact, it wasn't an unequal trade. And you could say, by definition, it's a trade deficit, but it's a beneficial trade for both partners. So they both benefited exactly the way that was optimal for them both. And yeah, there was a trade deficit, but neither party came out ahead or behind. They both still ended up with effectively $200 worth of total product. Some of Alice's was just more in liquid cash than it was for Bob, but Bob got the food that he needed, so both should be happy. Trade deficits are not bad if information is symmetric and you get a quality product at a fair price.